So a lot of this isn't 100% accurate, but I just wanted you guys to learn some of this. You have to agree to be an Ish, or have a special tattoo in No. Now, the Ish is supposed to be cut off from Yeva. Now, here's what you don't know, or that a large portion of people that start learning don't know. And this is the difference of why the language was crafted with a certain kind of Vav. That could be a Wa sound or a Va sound. So that way people could make mistakes. You have an Oyo, which is an from the Eretz and the Shamayim. People from a planet in what? The sky that's outside of this Eretz. Now, if you take a look, Oyo had already created circumcision, which is basically a circle cut on the penis. It demonstrates a willingness to bleed. So, Oyo created this circumcision on an Eretz, not Earth, in the Shamayim, before Yawah. Now, there's somebody that got circumcised people to work for him, but it was a trick by Oyo to create his flesh on this Eretz. Now, that's where Yah comes into this, because Yah is supposed to be Hemel. The very first Yah was Hemel. He had a circle cut. Now, there was a Yahweh that had a circle cut too. Now, here's what you don't know. The system that is currently created with Shamam contracts underneath Oyo control. So, you're like, why does this matter to me? Why would I possibly care about any of this stuff? Because it's a elimination plan. If you ever look up nature channels, you would look up and see about how there are certain birds that push the eggs of other birds out of a nest once they hatch before them. They're called cuckoos. Well, this is almost like having cuckoo, but from an Eretz in the Shamayim, where all of a sudden somebody would create themselves on this planet, and you wouldn't have human species being the dominant species on the planet. It would literally be an that died more than 100 million years ago with DNA contracts through O that create themselves on this planet to eliminate the humans on this planet. So when they are created, if they are created, because at this point, it controls about more than 60% of the population on Earth. Once they're created, which is why I talked to you about the Gospel of Thomas video, they would eliminate the human species on this planet. It's horrifying to think about this, but this is what's happening. How do we prevent this from happening? You have to get rid of tattoos in the society, and you have to get rid of certain cuts in the society, because you can already see the system getting built with behemoth and stuff like that getting their ears pierced. So the next step is a society that is trying to be pure. Now, I want you guys to know that if you're watching this and you're circumcised, don't get depressed. You can still do something, and you can still learn, and you can still teach people. If you got tattoos and you're watching this, don't be surprised. There's a reprieve, but you've got to try to learn and get the tattoos removed. None of this stuff is a game, and if we don't go into a third world war, we have got to try to, as a society, to remove what I consider hostile AI programs trying to eliminate the population on this planet. And if you choose that path, don't be surprised if you get eliminated.